Hello everyone, welcome to the first European race of the season here in Imola. We're at round 4, but more importantly, is it more importantly? Potentially. It is actually for the meeting tonight then. It is our first sprint race ever in bronze. We've had two sprint races so far, and they have been absolutely amazing, haven't they? I think silver last night. Is that a modern great of ALR? I think it is. That was absolutely a superb race, wasn't it? On the edge of our seats, like all the way through. Was it drama after drama throughout the session? Was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? We had rain as well and all sorts of shenanigans going on. Welcome to qualifying then. So if you're new to the sprint format, let's quickly go through it, shall we? It is a short qualifying session. That means we've got 18 minutes on the clock. Well, actually, we haven't anymore. We've only got 17 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock now. Yes, so we've got only 18 minutes, and like we have for normal qualifying, actually in bronze and silver. And then we go into the sprint event, which is about which is about 11 laps, something like that, 11 laps long, and then of course we go for the race itself, which has got the first 2 laps around this historic circuit. Percy, he's got a kitty cat, a devil, and I'm not sure what that face is. Yeah, it's an angry face, is it? I'm not sure, or a guy with a big nose. But welcome to the stream, Percy, of course, who is the new leader of the World Championship in gold, I think. I think he is. I think it's 10 points. The gap is something along those lines. We have also got TK. Have a good stream, pal. Oh, that's nice. Has anyone ever wished us a good stream? Well, I don't think anyone's ever wished me a good stream. Goodness gracious me. It's usually chaos, isn't it? And that's before we even set foot out onto the track. But remember to breathe. Yes, indeed, I do need to remember to breathe. Because that's one thing that's really failed me over the years of commentating. Yellow flag in, and this is for Marsky, who's getting out of the way, I think, but that Mercedes is not keen, or it didn't look too keen to get through a Dr. Troop, but he is through nonetheless. Then, of course, he's invalidated this time, but we don't need to worry about that. Serious Mushroom, evening, Ginger, good evening to you, Serious Mushroom in the field tonight. Then, of course, he got a good 5th position last week, didn't he, in Australia? We got a car coming out onto the circuit, the Aston Martin, but that is very nicely done there for the Aston Martin. I didn't see who it was, but absolute gentlemaness there from the Aston Martin. I think it was Cyberfox, wasn't it? This is Cyberfox's first race of bronze, so good stuff indeed. We have also got Camera Racer. Hello, Sean. Hello, all. Good luck to bronze, a lovely dab as well. Yeah, silver is absolutely magnificent last night. I think it was a modern grade silver. Silver was last night absolutely fraud from start to finish. Well, I would say from start to finish, but I missed a lot of qualifying and some of the sprint races. Unfortunately, I had to work late last night. Whoa, goodness me! And Troop has completely misjudged his braking point down there, and well, I think goodness gracious me, he was going off to Monza, wasn't he? There as he comes up into the Acqua Minerale chicane. I think that's it, isn't it? Before dropping down the hill then. But Dr. Troop then, goodness gracious me there. Gotta say that was probably a day late and a dollar short, wasn't it there? But nothing to worry about that, because he still can carry on his way and go in across the line. And where has that put Dr. Troop? Well, of course, it's put him faster so far, of course, but that's because he's the only man to set a lap so far, of course. Well, Morsky is setting up in the 17th, and so is TK as well. TK was not looking forward to this one, but it sounds like I love the helmet design. Indeed, good 17th there from TK. Jenner's gone at 4 fastest end. We got William then, who is just coming out of a Tozer before climbing up the hill. You Mad Bro's gone 2nd fastest. That's a really good time there from Dr. Troop. I'm wondering, I don't want to sell the gentleman short there, but do you reckon he gained a bit of time when he misjudged his braking point into Acqua Minerale? Potentially, but goodness me, I was surprised they get a tracking validation for that one. But nevertheless, he is faster so far, and that's all that matters. Here's Bob climbing up the hill. We've got Stickers Mac as well, a very keen peddler on his day, isn't he? We've got Philip, who's also invalidated his time so far. And this is a good opportunity whilst we've got a couple of drivers then who have overstepped the mark. Oh, goodness me. Carbine Con, who returns to ALR. I don't think he's ever raced in bronze before, has he? Hang on, let me get me old book out, shall we? because I don't like to be wrong about the thing because it upsets me. I think it's, I'm sure that he's never raced in a bronze. He hasn't raced in bronze, but I'm sure he's raced in, he has raced with us before. I think he was in silver. He has raced in gold as well. Carbrine. Is it Carbrine or I can't even say his name. So there we go. Less said the better, shall we? Anyway, let's move on from that because I think it is time to go through the drivers and the constructors standards. And we've got Stars Good, Luck Gold, and Silver was one hell of a watch. It was indeed, wasn't it? So whilst we watched the Dayton in bronze then, but not the Dayton in ALR, Umabro leads the championship after 2 rounds, not 3 of course, because Saudi Arabia has been rescheduled to the 20th of December, so that is when we're going to race in Saudi Arabia. But New Potato is second at the moment, they're 5 points behind Umabro. Then Donovan Dan also second as well, that incredible win last time out in Australia. Third position is Marsky, 5 points behind Donovan Dan. We got William in fifth position, 2 points behind Marsky. TK in 6th, we got Vintage 7th, Serious Mushroom up into 8th, but Echo in 9th and 10th position is Brooksy. Duncan Dave 11th, Billet in 12th position. Then we got Billet, Sickers Mike, Scooby Stew, and Jinner all have got a point. Then unfortunately, Gomex will not be a part of bronze anymore because he's had to step back. So I think he's injured himself. As Smith Almighty told us earlier on, but for the life of me, I can't remember what he injured them, but that's a bit unfortunate. Unfortunately, Silver is the best ever. Put Saudi on the 25th. No one will turn up but me. December. To be honest, I probably would turn up for that, actually, to be fair. I'm a little in tears at the moment because I spent 300 quid on me sister, so I'm not happy about that at all, but never mind. But what can you do? I'm just a nice guy. Car Brian has gone into 5th fastest. I need to ask Car Brian, this is his first race for a very long time, how to pronounce his name then, because I can't remember. I used to call him Carbide, I think, which isn't good either, is it? Just watching a nude potato then, just going over the grid hatches to start his lap. He won the first race of the season in Bahrain. It didn't go too well in Australia. The thing is he had a issue on the final lap after leading for majority of the race. Did I see a car facing the wrong way just a minute ago? Was that me, or did my eyes deceive me? I think that might be my eyes deceiving me, actually. But New Potato then just coming out of a Toza before going up the hill then, as he accelerates up into 6th, 7th gear. 10 minutes to go in this qualified session. This is the first of 3 sprint races this season for bronze, silver and gold. Of course, I don't think the 100% events do not have the sprint races. I'm not a fan of sprint races personally because of... I just don't. I think it's good for lower Formula. Don't get me wrong. I love it in Formula 2 and Formula 3, but Formula 1 is the pinnacle of motorsport, and I'm not sure if sprint races should be a theme for that. But that's just me. Maybe, but I'm also no traditionalist as well. I don't like change, to be honest. If it was my way, bring back what race did people really decide? I can't remember what it was now. Bring back Estoril, that's it. New Potato then going 2nd fastest. Good stuff indeed there for New Potato. Then Cyber Fox there, just out of the... Love the helmet design there from Cyber Fox. Absolutely mega stuff indeed then. You need less posh sister, Sean, is that what New Potato said? Oh, she's not posh at all, goodness me. She sounds like me, she looks like me, she's basically like me, but with long hair. Collins is starting off his lap then, is that the McLaren gets out of the way. We got William then, who's just coming out of the top chicane. Charles, I felt sorry for her, to be fair. Actually, it's a selfish thing, because there is, I think I was babysitting my young nephew Kai the other day or something like that, and I had to watch TV, and her TV is absolute rubbish, so I got her another one. 2/10 of a second bet up then for William, and he goes quicker than Dr. Troop, who was the pace setter, and that was the first lap around this circuit, so that was a really good time there from Dr. Troop. So really good stuff indeed then. Constructors Championship looks like this then. AlphaTauri leads the way, 14 points in front of Ferrari in second, with Red Bull in third position, 7 points behind the Ferrari. Haas team are in 4th. 5th position is Alfa Romeo. 6th is Alpine. Williams is 7th. Then 10 points behind the Williams team is the Aston Martin team. We have got Mercedes in 9th, and 10th position is McLaren, all on 1 point. I think now every team from gold, silver and bronze has scored, so that is good stuff indeed then. Of course, Alpine have gone from literally nil points to 19 points in the space of one Grand Prix event. Of course, thanks to Wouter then, who got a podium. Very nicely done indeed then for Wouter, as he is third in the Gold Championship now. But good stuff indeed there for the Alpine team. Good stuff. Hello and good luck. Minus 14. Weather cast saying. I think the Kaz may be. I'm not sure if am I breaking the news. Am I stealing Smithy's thunder? I'm going to shut up for the minute because I don't think that's been announced yet. But Kaz may be a full-time driver then. But there you go. I've let the cat out of the bag. That's shocking stuff. Car 46 for Scuba Stew. I wonder if that is a tribute to Valentino Rossi, of course, the greatest MotoGP rider ever. Potentially, I would definitely say he is. And how many championships did he win? And Scooby Stew's gone very wide there. He got a point last time out in Australia, didn't he, Scooby Stew? Great. It was a great innings indeed then. Oh, maybe that's the wrong sport, actually. As sick as muck is unfortunately validated this time as well. We've just seen TK pop him. Oh, gosh. TK is just coming on the final turn. I thought he popped himself up into 7th position. No, but he's coming in the pits. It was Jenner who popped himself into 4th position. He had the fastest car. But sorry, he was the fastest car or the fastest driver in Australia last week. And unfortunately, he came away from that event with 1 point, which is the fastest lap. I hate to rub it in for Jenner, but he was absolutely flying, wasn't he? There, of course, it looks like that in qualifying trim there is very few equals to this man on 1 lap pace. Unfortunately, the race didn't go too well at all. Then safety cars galore and all that kind of stuff for Jenner. But I am a huge fan of Jenner. I always have been, to be fair. Should I be a huge fan? I'm a huge fan of all 20 drivers, to be fair. Should I say all 80, actually, of course. Plus our reserves as well. I don't know how many we got in the server now. I probably should know because there's a big old number at the top of the driver paddock, but never mind. It just shows how much I pay attention, doesn't it? But what I do know is that there's 96 days until the start of the actual F1 season, so I'm going to go into hibernation, I think, very sooner or later. Just watching Jenner, who I think will be coming in to pit. He is indeed. Dynamo Dan, last time that's race winner. Currently 6th fast at the moment now, as we just had a retirement. And Sickers Mutt going for another by the cherry down in 17th position now. When he gets a clean pair of heels, Sickers Mutt, hopefully get a time on the board. Just going to watch Scooby Stew going over the crest then before dropping down into the Ravazzas. As Weather 100% now. Get in, Kaz. Congratulations. That may be. I may have stolen Smithy Almighty's thunder there, or maybe I've got that completely wrong. I do not know. To be fair, I've been trying to do quick maths, which is never a good thing, is it? Really, as we're just watching it coming out of the Varianti Alta for Sickers Mug. There's a car in front of us. Is that going to impede Sickers Mug? As I've said, I'm a big fan of Sickers Mug. I'm a big fan of a lot of drivers, but Sickers Mug. The only thing I am not a fan of Sickers Mug as is his default helmet design now, but that's because I'm a shallow human being. I'm all about cosmetics and design, all that. He goes 12 fast in the Mercedes car. Remember, this is the grid for the sprint event, or the sprint race, which is coming up in just a few moments' time, 11 laps, which will then, the top 8 gets points. So it first gets 8th lap, and then 8th gets 1 point there if you get the cut of my jib. No fastest lap point, which I think I showed you all a dummy, didn't I, on Sunday? No fastest lap point then, so unfortunately for P's, who got fastest lap in the sprint on gold, will not get that, and Canaroo got fastest lap in silver. To be fair, I still haven't watched the silver sprint race back yet, which is shocking behaviour. I need to sort myself out. Vintage has gone purple in the first intermediate split time. The yellow flags is just in front of us as we go up to the top of the hill, then into Piratella. Easy for me to say. Vintage, and of course, Vintage is very much an all-round package driver, isn't he? There, he probably dislikes me for saying that, to be fair, doesn't he? Because he is such a good point scorer, isn't he? And I think that on days when there is just when it's about having a cool head, I think the Vintage is the man with the plan, isn't he? He is, and I feel that I'm not sure if he likes to be called Mr. Consistent or not, but he certainly is that. He's very much our George Russell of bronze. Currently, then, of course, Brooksy out qualifying because he was a naughty driver. I think he got a qualifying ban, but that qualifying ban only applies to qualifying. Vintage goes 8th fastest, so he doesn't get a ban for the He doesn't get a ban for the sprint race itself, so he can now elevate himself at the field then, and wherever he finishes in the sprint race, he will start in the Grand Prix itself. Sprint race is qualifying, really. It technically is, isn't it? Because that's what forms up the grid, isn't it? But in my opinion, then, in terms of stats and stuff like that, then of course whoever wins qualifying is the pole sitter. Yeah, and of course then if you win the sprint race, then you're the sprint winner, of course, and you start first for the Grand Prix on Sunday, which is not on Sunday, is it? It's coming up later on tonight. I must say that me and Alex have very much had our work cut out so far in these sprint events. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. I've actually loved them so far in ALR. We've had two very incredible Grand Prix, haven't we? Action-packed in gold and action-packed in silver. As I mentioned, silver is the modern-day classic. Silver is the modern day classic, I think. Now, I think that's going to be up. Silver's race last night is going to be surely in the top three, along with that Ghost and Nude Potato. You mad bro's gone pole position whilst I've been monologuing. Just been watching Cyberfox, who's 11th fastest at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. Just watching Jitter. We've got Nude Potato then down the far end of the circuit. Last night's Grand Prix is in the top three for me, along with that incredible Japanese Grand Prix in Season 2, a serious Mushroom won his first Grand Prix. And also, as New Potato is now just starting a lap now. I thought he was on a quick lap, but he wasn't. Jinner is on a quick lap, then it comes down to the two Ravazzas. And of course, then my other favourite Grand Prix is when Ghost and New Potato crossed the line almost simultaneously in the Dutch Grand Prix. And Jinner does not like that bollard, but he is second fast at the moment. Less than a 10th of a second separates him and You Mad Bro. That is the front row of the grid. That is perfect, I think, for the sprint race. I am looking forward to this one. Dr. Troop hasn't set a number of times since his fastest lap in the opening couple of seconds in this qualifying session here. Bob in second position at the moment then. Carl Bryan is saying then, I'm really nervous. And don't be nervous, my good man, then. It's about having fun and all that kind of stuff. But of course, the only way to have fun is to have a good race, isn't it? There, so maybe, there you go, probably not helped him at all. I find shocking. Bob is, I think Bob is just tailed off a bit then. We've got Billet there, who's also a bit slow there. William there coming across the line then. This is all or nothing. Now, Dr. Troops is still warming up his tires there. New Potato's gone 0.2 of a second up in the second intermediate split time. D4 helmet and everything now for New Potato. And let's out of the final turn now. The second Ravazza then cross the line, goes third fastest New Potato does. That's a good time there. He is third on the grid then, the former bronze world champion, the first ever bronze world champion as well. And that is, he is not from the gauntlet down as much then. Six Muck there just starting his lap as well. Goodness me, they're coming through thick and fast then. And this is an absolute cracking qualifying session. But then Dr. Troops at the top of the hill then. What about that Haas I see coming across the line then? And TK is improved by 0.7 of a second, and that puts him into 7th fastest mode. We got the Ferrari of Dynamo Dan, who is in 6th at the moment there. We've unfortunately lost Billet, who's down in 14th position there. Dynamo Dan, I think this is last shot then. This is like JLS, you got JLS, you got one shot. Or is that Eminem? I'm not too sure. Whatever, I've probably lost my credibility now by you mentioning JLS. And I used to be a big fan though. So we're just watching, we was watching the Mercedes, now we're watching William, who's down at the two Ravazzas then before getting back on the power. What is he doing here for William? Can he get pole position here in the San Marino? He can, you know, and he has done it by a whisker. My goodness gracious me. Here comes Kaz and in the second McLaren. Car 2 for Kaz. Of course, he has probably one of the best helmet collections in all of ALR. Across the line goes 15 fastest. Good stuff indeed. Cyberfox. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. Here's Bob, and let's see what he can do for Bob. Across the line stays 9th fastest. What about the Mercedes of Dr. Troop then? I'm looking at the wrong one. Sick as Muck I need to find. There is Sick as Muck. 6th fastest. Great stuff indeed. A game setting match there for Sick as Muck. Cyberfox goes 12th fastest then. New Potato has abandoned his time coming into the pits. Dynamo Dan, who's is coming up to the line now then. Dynamo Dan is, he goes 6th fastest as well. Great times indeed then. Jinner's invalidated, unfortunately. There's a Haas behind him, and I think there's that TK also coming into the pits as well and abandoning their times. What an end to qualifying that was. But it is William who has stolen the march there, who's picked it out of his back pocket and has taken pole position there for the second time this season. Magnificent stuff indeed there for William. Absolutely legendary. Of course, he's going to be starting first and for the sprint event coming up in just a jiffy. How is William going to tackle this? Is the question that which is on my mind, and I'm sure it's a question of all the William fans in attendance as well here tonight. What is he going to do? How is he going to defend going down into turn one? It's going to be on. It's certainly going to be on my mind, and of course, it's such a narrow run, isn't it? Down into the first chicane here in Imola. It is. Well, it's all or nothing, really, isn't it? That's Alpine's at third pole position of the season as well. They're absolutely commanding the times at the moment. So good stuff indeed. Let's take a quick look at the. Look at that! Once again, bronze is absolutely redonkulous, isn't it? The top four separated by less than a tenth per second. It's just been like that all season. But Williams, second pole position of the season. Alpine's third with you, man, bro. Second, third is Jenna, and fourth is New Potato. Pole position is quite important around this circuit, I feel. There's a long drag down into turn. Well, it's turn two, isn't it? Really, is the first breaking point of the season, first breaking point of the race, I should say. But my golly gosh, so I think that you're going to be a brave man to overtake anywhere around here. It's such a tough circuit, and really, it's a strange one to have a sprint race on, isn't it? Of course, we are following the official calendar of 2022. They had a sprint race in. Did you have a sprint race in Imola last season in 20? No way. I think I got my got me all me things muddled up on. They had a sprint race in Imola this year, didn't they? Goodness gracious me. Gosh, the the years just roll into one these days, don't they? Oh gosh, that's what you get when you get old. But yes, of course, we just followed the 2022 calendar for sprints, don't we? I think if the ALR admins had their way, I don't think Imola would have been a sprint race. Maybe Austria, but certainly Brazil would have been. I'm sure that they would have all picked Brazil. Maybe that's one thing. Maybe that's one thing they could do for season 10, perhaps, of ALR, is they can pick their own sprint races. It'll be 6 next season. I'm not sure what I think about that. Well, I know what I think about it. It's a big thumbs down for me. But hey, it's still a good. No, it's racing's racing, isn't it? I need to stop being a negative Nancy. Chill and enjoy and stay concentrated. Camera racer is saying serious Russian. Don't be never said just the size of the platform. I'm making my debut here. Please be kind. With a lovely flag there. Hang on, let me lean forward. What flag is that? Monaco sprint race at Nausea saying good luck all. Not for me. Actually, if I love Monaco on this game, I'd love to. If they allow safety cars back in Monaco, I think the Monaco would be my favourite race of the season because I'm an evil Knievel. I love it. I hate racing on it, but I love watching it. It's like I enjoy watching the Saudi Arabia races in ALR as well. I think it's amazing. More chaos for me. More chaos the better. That's why I enjoy this race because the races we've had so far around here have been absolute brutal. It's an old school circuit, so as Billet has not got off the line too well, has he? As of course he's in Ferrari's backyard here. We haven't mentioned Ferrari at all, have we? Goodness gracious me. Well, Don Madan is the most recent winner in bronze, so hopefully he can carry it over to Ferrari's backyard. But unfortunately, Billet has been left at the start line there, which is not good. Let's go through the grid because I'm talking absolute waffle. No one is on the soft tyre like Sunday, so we're all on the medium compound tyre. We've got a ghost there for you, mad bro. Hopefully he can. Hopefully he doesn't scare himself and gets himself back in the session or back in his car. William pole position, and that is a pole position. Of course, pole position only counts for qualifying, not for the race, not for whoever wins this one, if you get me. You Matt Bro alongside me on row 1. Third position is Jenner. Fourth position is New Potato. Fifth is Dr. Troops, great qualified. Sixth is Dynamo Dan. Sixth is Muck. Seventh, TK. Eighth, Vintage 9th. Bob in 10th position, great. 11th position is Car Brian. Is Car Brian Com then, making his debut tonight, but he's raced in ALR before. Cyber Fox in 12th position. Marsky 13th. Billet is stalled on the grid in 14th. 15th is Kaz. 16th is Colin. 17th is Serious Mushroom. 18th is Hungry Styles. 19th is Brooksy, who had a qualifying ban, and Scooby Stew had a bit of a trying time in try-in time in qualifying is 20th on the grid. By the way, England is playing against Wales. Only I forgot about that. It just popped up on my phone. Right, well, I'm only an hour late, so I think it's off a couple of about an hour ago. Red lights are on, and let's get going, shall we? Enough about the football. Oh, we had a car come and go then. You mad, bro? Is gone to the back of the field as you man, bro, left the session. We're go, go, go. And that is such a shame for you, man, bro, because he was on the front row, but he's not in the race there. We're go here in Imola. Then as they fly down into turn one here. The two Alpines are formation flying here. And how are they going to tackle this? And of course, this is the race to determine the grid order for the actual Grand Prix. And Jinners haven't done it, but he has a sniff at the inside of his teammate, but no dice yet. The big point set, and that's a McLaren and Scooby Stew off facing the wrong way. And Scooby Stew at the back of the field, unfortunately. Dynamo Dance had a terrible start, a appalling start from the Ferrari team. And he is going to be disappointed with that one, is he? Down 3 positions there. And that is a humongous shot to the background. Oh dear, it's a Firefox that we've had an almighty crash there at Toza. And oh goodness gracious me, great balls of fire. Collins is off the circle as well. And he's recovered, but we can't see him because the camera angle's a bit acute there. Not sure what happened here, but we've still got the two Alpines leading. I don't even know where you man broke. Oh, who's off? That's Jinner, who's on the staff of oversteered. I had to correct the car. Look at Troop. He's up 2 positions and he's all over the gearbox of the Alpine car. We go down into the two Ravaxas here. William was just pulled away at the moment. They're absolutely great stuff indeed there for William. Look at the understeer on that Mercedes. And of course, these cars have now got ground effect, which means it's more easier to follow and overtake. Then, of course, the overtakes were only up like 20% from last year, according to the final stat in the real world of Formula 1. However, ALR has never had a problem with overtaking. And look at Sickers. What's happened to Sickers Muck then? He must have had an appalling exit out of the second Ravazza. Or there is some problems with the car. Jinner's got a 3-second penalty. That's crucial here in the sprint race. We've only got 11 laps around here. And this is, remember, to form up the grid. And he's on the inside. And Carbine, who's making his bronze debut tonight then, who is really fighting. And look at this then, of course. That is a great maneuver there for Sickers Muck. Back up into 5th position there. Carbine up 5 positions. 9 positions for Brooks, and then putting that qualifying ban to one side, and that car is not very pointy on the on Carbrine's from Carbrine's point of view. Bob at 2 positions as well, and oh golly gosh, and Donovan Dan, the last week's Grand Prix winner, and away goes that Al Tag. Is this a sprint? It is indeed, my good sir. He's on the outside of the bar out the Alta, and he is through. Yes, he is through. And TK is up into 7th position. Nope, 6th position there. Bob is up into 7th now. As goodness gracious me, and he was certainly getting their elbows up there. And Carbine now, unfortunately, getting a bit bullied there at the top of the hill. And now he has got Dynamo Dan, of course, a world champion in Division 6 when we was HDE last season. And now he's all over the back of the Alfa Romeo driver. DRS has been enabled there at the end of the second lap then. And look at this, that Aston Martin I thought was going into no man's land there. It's a very difficult track to overtake on, so I'm expecting incidents at Altag. Yes, it is a sprint. Who is that? Bob. He's, oh my goodness gracious me there. And wow, great reflections there from Bob. Fantastic. Brooks is up 10 positions, you know. Magnificent. Oof. My word, the drivers need to save their energy, but I also need to save mine as well. I'm not as fit as I used to be, mainly because I'm still trying to get rid of that weight from Easter of 2016. TK, who's now in the 6th position, also at 2 positions as well. A lot of drivers on a great race out there. Vintage, unfortunately, was the biggest loss on that one there. And what is a 3-second penalty? There's 3-second penalties then on the field at the moment. That's costly at the moment. A new potato will start on the front row of the grid for the actual Grand Prix, which is coming up later on tonight. That is going to be interesting indeed then. You mad bro, my application crashed and I couldn't take control of my car anymore. So you mad bro, oh my goodness me, that is absolute shocking stuff indeed. Well, I didn't even see you leave the session, my good man, but that's probably because I was waffling on about all kinds of nonsense. I hope you Mapro can get back into the session itself, because the Grand Prix itself, but he's going to be starting on the back of the grid. That is absolute heartbreak, isn't it, there for you Mapro? Of course, one of the top contenders for this season, and that's just not fair. That's just not fair at all, is it, really? Lovely serious Mushroom then, of course, as he is now up into 13th position. Mushroom is there, so he'll be starting in the heart of the midfield then if he stays there. Just watching Marsky, who's also tackling anyway as well, but he did not know about, he forgot. There's a yellow flag in the background there. I think that's for Collins. I think Marsky about an hour ago did not know about the. I did not know about this. So, the sprint racer Billet has got damage on that Ferrari, and he is going to. Oh my word! There, Billet is not giving this one up. That great racing from both there, and Billet there just giving him about an AlphaTauri's width there. Nothing more, nothing less there. What's happening? Oh gosh, there's contact there, but then Serious Mushroom has been hit by Kaz, or something like that. So Kaz has got. He's got no damage on that McLaren. They make him strong in Woking, don't they? Goodness gracious me. I'm back in, but spectated. Hope I can take control for the race. I hope you can as well, you mad bro, because goodness me, you're not you're too good to be spectated. That's why I'm up here. Oh goodness me. There's some hot girls are waiting here. Lovely stuff indeed. Then maybe they need to go to the Antarctic. On the inside for Billet. Oh gosh, incredible! I thought that was going to be a sprint there. Magnificent stuff indeed. Then, Serious Mushroom, not a happy chappy. There is what happened at the Variante Alta at the top of the hill. Serious Mushroom's in the pits as well. Then, as I think so misjudged there. Breaking point, and Marski after some great racing, unfortunately have come to blows at Toza. 5-second penalty for Collins there for speed in the pit lane. We're about half distance here in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which is not how you say it. I'm just going to call it San Marino because I am old school, and as I said, I do live in the past. And Brooks is on the cusp. Oh goodness me! Cyberfox has had an issue there. He's spun the car around and got back going again, but he has lost. He's got damage on the Aston Martin as well. But I think it's just more of scuff marks than anything else out there. But my word, then Vintage is now all over the back. A serious Mushroom there, and Dr. Troops and Nude Potato on the outside there. The Dr. Troops then is not giving an inch here, is he? Oh my golly gosh, yellow flag in one. What's happened at one? What has happened at one? There's a lot going on really, isn't there? Carl Bryan in 7th position, Diamond Dan for Brooksy in 9th. He was on the cusp of points here. There's action all over the field at the moment now. Diamond Dan is only on course for 1 point at the moment. Car 7. There is the Ferrari driver. Yellow flag again, and that is just up in front of us, isn't it? Is that TK that's had an issue there? Potentially, but I'm not too. I can't even remember where everyone is at the moment now. Action galore. They are literally They literally are going for broke here. This is a sprint race, isn't it? Goodness gracious me. Absolutely fantastic action out here tonight then. We'll look at the penalties then later on in this sprint. Do not call it a race, it's a sprint, of course, but about 1,000 kilometers long this one is there, give or take. So we'll take a look at the penalties nearer the end of the race. But at the moment, TK will be losing a couple of positions here. That's going to be bad for him then. And remember, the top 8 get points as well. Maybe they should go old school, the top 8 points, and just have 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a terrible run there for Carl Bryan, and he has dropped down into 8th position. Had a bit of a terrible run out of Ravazza. We've also got New Potato fighting with Dr. Troop there, and Troop has dropped down into 4th position there. He has got penalties anyway. Carl Bryan struggling there in the first chicane, and now we got Dynamo Dan all over the back of him. Brooks has got a 3-second penalty. That is going to be disappointing for him. Dynamo Dan thinks better of it than going side by side to the Villeneuve chicane now. It is so narrow, these chicanes are in Imola, into Toza. And there's Bob in the background as well then. Bob is going to be moving on position now because of Brooks' 3-second penalty here. Lap 7 out of 11 here in this sprint race, of course. And the Grand Prix itself comes up in just a minute or two to us. In a couple of laps of time, of course, there. So, of course, don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a double dose of action here tonight. Lovely shoulder shot here from Dynamo Dan. And that's an Alfa Romeo gone off there. Who is it? I think it's Collins, is it? It is. Collins is off in a big way. And I think that is just... oh dear, that's at the top of the hill, that is, and he's lost the wing there, unfortunately. So yellow flag said Villiers was just absolutely dominating this race. Dr. Troops has kept it in DRS, and now then he's going to be alongside. Now he's past the New Potato, and away he goes. So we've got the Haas and TK and Sickest Muck in the background. There's the Alpines at 1-2 at the moment. They're looking very strong in this category. Brooksy is now into 8th position, getting past Dynamo Dan. Dynamo Dan knows that he's going to have a 3-second penalty. So Dynamo Dan's not going to be too concerned about that at the moment, unless Brooksy just starts to just waltz off into the distance here. Dynamo Dan having a sniff, nothing more, nothing less points in the Villeneuve chicane. Kaz all over the back of Billet. You might see a flash of him in the background. No, you don't, because they're a bit too far back at the moment as he's pushing. There they are. Collins out of the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, there's a yellow flag in section 1 is for the Collins car. Kaz in at 12th position now. Just back with this incredible back here. Well, into Carbron, by the way. No penalties. And remember, this is his first race in a very long time. His first race in bronze. Doing a good job out there at the moment. And Marsky and Cyber Fox out of Toza. Goodness me, then they certainly. Brooksy has an orange. Red end plate. Lucas Percy saying, I think Lucas Percy. What's on the Marsky? Has he left the session? Oh no, and Marsky has left the session as well. And look, Cyber Fox is through up into third position. Marsky, what a shame. And Ferrari, that's the Billet off the circuit then. And I love that shot, by the way. That's a fantastic shot as the sun is sinking into the sky here in Imola. But Billet's not going to be too. He's damaged the car. Brooks has got damage as well. New Potato has got past Dr. Troops and moved his way up into third position. And he is still, but Jinner's going to be at the moment. It's an Alpine 1-2 for the race itself, then. That is good news for well, it's very good news for Alpine, isn't it? So yeah, Percy, who is Brooksy's race engineer tonight, of course, Percy, who leads the Gold Championship, as oh my goodness, yes, he does have damage there. It doesn't look like it on screen. A contact to Carp right now. She's trying to get on the power of the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo is just keeping it steady, isn't he? Of course, because at the moment he has the high ground, doesn't he? He has the position. He got the position. He got all the work done the opening lap or two, and now they have got to find a way past him at the moment. But he's making his contact with the Ferrari again, and my word, Dynamo Dan, has he got damaged? But Bob is all over his gearbox as well, and Brooksy having a sniff on the inside. Oh goodness gracious me! You're not going to get two cars through there. Well, not willingly anyway. Goodness me! Now we're going to have a run down into the Ravazza then of the final couple of corners around here in Imola. This is a tough circuit, as we keep mentioning. It's an old school circuit. This one is. Kaz has got past Billet, and Billet has had a bit of a nightmare start to this season. Unfortunately, I thought he was one of my dark horses for the season. On board with Brooks again. Then this is important for Brooks. I'm sure that Diamond Dan's going to have damage after going into the back of the Red Bull. Or maybe he didn't go to the Red Bull. Maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me. Just what he's doing. He's looking at his braking points, isn't he? He knows that he has the advantage there with just 2 laps to go. Having a look into the Villeneuve chicane again, but no dice then for Brooksy. Brooksy will lose a couple of positions here. He will drop down into 10th position. Brooksy is for the start of the race, of course, and this is to line up the grid for the Grand Prix itself. As Billet has got back past Kaz. Now there he is, and Kaz on the inside. My goodness me! Oh gosh, Sarah, they're getting banging wheels on. This is meant to be a no contact sport, but good heavens, there. Kaz in the Billet is having anything. Oh, contact again there. And Billet there just having to yield there, isn't it? There, goodness me. So there's some strong arm tactics around here tonight, isn't it? Sometimes you have to be patient, don't you? Good things come to those who wait. Oh, Brooks is off the circuit. Please back on. And I feel that might be another warning there. That used to be a beard, didn't it? Good things come to those who wait. Is that Strongbow? I can't remember. I'm not sure what that is. Just watching Brooksy. We should be talking about that kind of stuff, obviously. Goodness gracious me. Oh, Carl Bryan has had an appalling run out the second Ravazza. Dynamo Dan is also under the caution as well. Final lap then. William leads the race by 3 seconds. Then we got the Jinner and New Potato is 3 seconds at the moment, but New Potato's coming at Jinner at quite a rate of knots, so he's taken 2 tenths of a second out already. We got Dr. Troop in third position with TK in 5th position, and Sickest Mutt there could be going up into 4th here. I'm looking to the Villeneuve chicane now, but Carl Bryan is on course to get his first points on his debut here in the sprint race, but this is not his official debut, of course, because this is a sprint and his official bronze debut will be coming up in just a jiffy's time here. Brooksy cannot get past. He's going to drop down into 10th, and he's going to lose a whole row on the grid, which is potentially costly, And I'm just looking to see where the Alpine cars are. Marsky returning back into the car after having an issue there. Oh, Dr. Troops has got a 3-second penalty. That's not good at all. We've got some wheel-to-wheel action there going up into Toza. And we have got... no, we're not in Toza, are we? I don't know where we are then. Anyway, let's take a look at the Alpines, because it's William who gets the fastest lap on the sprint win, with Ginner in second position, and he's done enough there. It's an Alpine 1-2 for the start of the race. Dr. Troops has got penalties. TK moves over at the fourth, but he'll be sick as muck in a superb fourth position there. Great stuff indeed there. Great drive for Cardbrine, getting 2 points there for the Alfa Romeo team. Dynamo Dan starts 8th then, and with Brooksy down as 10th then, but great drive there from Brooksy today. Magnificent stuff indeed. Marsky is, well, look at the gap there. There's Summer Fox got a 3-second penalty. That it's not going to hurt him too much there. He will stay in 12th position then for the start of the race. But my goodness me, some action galore there. Kaz is not going to finish in 13th, unfortunately. He's got 9 seconds of penalty, so I think he'll be starting 14th. So it'll be Bill at 13th, Kaz in 14th position. Scooby Stew, I don't think he'll be 15th there. I think he'll be Serious Mushroom, who got punted off there, didn't he? Unfortunately, the Barotti Alta, and unfortunately that is cost Serious Mushroom majorly, because he was up to a superb 13th position. Scooby Stew, Vintage and Hungry Styles there, 18th on the grid. But it is a Alpine 1-2 then, so they're going to start the race at 1-2 as well. You mad bro, who should have been on the front row, so that is major. So this is probably one of the worst races where you want to start the back of the field. Through no fault of his own, you man bro, he had issues at the start, and he was left on the grid there. And of course, so that's a shame. Then Collins will be starting 19th on the grid in the second Alfa Romeo as well. But it's an Alpine 1-2 going into turn 1 then. And of course, both Ginner and William are going for the championship battle though, aren't they? So of course they're not going to be after you, sire, are they? And just taking a look at the final classification line from the sprint. Then William there won that sprint race, the first ever sprint of bronze. Ginner second, Newton third, sick as muck, great drive to fourth. TK fifth, Dr. Troop sixth, Carl Bryan in his 7th position, 8th position, Diamond down, Bob 9th, Brooksy 10th. Then position Marsky 12th, Cyber Fox, Billeton 13th, Kaz is 14th, Serious Mushroom 15th, 16th, Scooby Stew, Vintage 17th, Styles 18th, Collins retired from the race along with you, Mad Bro, who didn't get off the line. And that is the start in grid then for the Grand Prix itself here in Imola. USA are beating Iran at the moment in the game in Group B, is it? I think in Wales and England it's still 0-0 at the moment. I think England is still going through it, aren't they? Cars, Ferrari needs to give more racing room, give up the racing line after 3 laps. It cost me a time penalty there. Good sprint racing for Camaro is saying there for the bronze contingent there. God, I've got some big words today, aren't I? Fantastic. Well, this week, haven't I? Goodness me. I think it's just because we're in Imola. I get so excited of going back onto these old classic tracks. That's one thing I would like to see on the next game. I've been banging on about it for forever and a day. I would like to see some more classic race on there. And I did introduce the classics races in 2013, was it? Where we had Jerez and Brands Hatch, I think it was, wasn't it? Which was really cool to race on those tracks. I must admit, the last time I raced on the Jerez was actually the F1 97, and that track felt so different to the 2013 version. Anyway, enough about yes, dear, you man pros in the car, fantastic. That is what we. It's 2-0 to England. Oh goodness me. Okay. Well, there you go. My phone is obviously well out of date. We've also got Can't Pick Hearts. Game is rubbish. Serious Mushroom saying, what? That's interesting. What is that? Because I think you got to do your tyre allocation, aren't you? I'm not too sure, to be honest, because I don't really race on this game. Right, let's go for the grid. William then, who starts the Grand Prix on at first, and of course he won the sprint race, the first sprint race in a bronze. Ginner is alongside him on row 1. Ginner was the quickest driver in Australia, in my opinion. He should have and could have won that race there. He is second today. New Potato, the only ever bronze, the first ever bronze world champion, is third. Sick as much. Great sprint race. He's up in 4th position now. 5th position, TK. 6 is Dr. Troops then. Carbine, great drive in the sprint race as well in 7th position there. That Mercedes there is very much holding up there. 6 Muck holding up the pack there. One fast tactical. Dynamo down, the former champion of Division 6 in 8th position. 9th position is Bob with 10th position Brooks there. Great drive from Brooks. He was driver of the day. 11th position is Marsky. 12th position is Cyber Fox. Billet in 13th. Kaz in 14th. Serious Mushroom is 15th. 16th is Scooby Stew. Vintage 17th with Hungry Stars in 18th. Collins in 19th. Umabro in 20th position. Marsky needs to do something with his mic there, Kaz is saying that. As I'm thinking that's distracting Kaz, unfortunately. 2-0, Ekkonen, who of course is enjoying his time out there, as having a ball, isn't he, there of England. 2-0 up then. I must say, I thought it was 0-0 still, so there you go. I don't even know who scored then, so shocking stuff. My phone will probably update around 12 o'clock tonight. So it might not be 1-0 to USA either. It might be more than that, or it might be a draw to Iran. We do not know, but unfortunately Wales are going out at the moment. Do not tell Welshman and all of that. Let's get on board. Let's get to the start of this race then, shall we? And the red lights are beginning to come on one at a time. When they go out, we'll be go here in San Marino. It's lights out and it's go, go, go. And Jinner, who's had an alright start, and no, he hasn't. It's the new potato who's had a fantastic start. Jinner has forced Dr. Troops onto the grass. Mercedes steering on the inside. That's going to be contact. That is contact there. And Sigismund there, I think day late and $1 short potentially there. Dr. Troops is in 4th position though. Goodness me, the 2 Mercedes so had an absolute barnstorming of a start there. Carbine up into 5th position as well. Great stuff. Oh, but he's gone wide. And TK is going to have a sniff on the outside. Goodness me, strong arm tactics there once again. Number TK on the outside here. Alatoza. And oh no, and that's a humongous crash there. And they have come to blows. And TK and Carbine, who had an incredible start, both out of the race before they complete the first lap here. And what a shame then, as Carbine had a great sprint race. Is out of the race before you've even completed an opening lap here. A safety car has been deployed here. That is such a shame then for that is such a shame for Carbine and TK, as Carbine went wide, didn't he, out of the Villeneuve chicane, and then when they was fighting out Toza, I think that they just merged into each other, didn't give each other enough room. Potentially both are out of the Grand Prix, and TK is absolutely furious in the comments there, isn't he there? He is absolutely livid with that, and that is a major blow for both drivers then. On the opening lap of this Grand Prix, TK out, Carbine out of the race as well. 18 cars remain. Sigismund, who had an incredible start to this race, down in 18th position as well after him came to blows then. With I think it was Jinner, wasn't it? I think it was Daly and $1 short. I don't think that overtaking opportunity was on then. However, I am sitting on the fence because I know nothing about driver stewarding, and unfortunately, as we got some shenanigans going on here. Bullet has overtaken Cyber Fox, or is that called the other way around? Anyway, let's take a look at the winners and losers there from this opening stage. And of course, 6 Muck down 14. Carbine and TK have dropped down major positions as well. 9 positions, Umabro. Great stuff indeed there for Umabro. Brooks at 5. Billet up 7 positions. 8 positions there for Vintage. That's exactly why you want him in your team. Vintage knows how to thread the eye of a needle and keep himself out of the carbon fibre zone there. And that is not good at all then. So just on board then with Cyber Fox then. So I didn't even go through the tyres at the beginning of this one there, as just coming up just on a safety car at the moment. Soft tyres for Billet and for Vintage, and that has proved absolutely fruitful in the opening stages here. Hard tyres then for Jinner, which is the reason I feel that he had a bit of a tough start. Hard tyres for Sigismund and Kaz as well. We did have the hard tyres for TK and Carbon, but both are out of the Grand Prix, and unfortunately, as oh goodness me, it's getting a bit frosty in the old chat there. I think that both drivers are going to be I think they're to be honest. So I don't blame either one of them really, because it's so tough to be out of the Grand Prix before you've even completed lap one, especially in these sprint events as well. It's a tough old format, isn't isn't it? So I do feel for both drivers there, and it's such a shame, isn't it? It's such a shame of what happened for both drivers there. Absolutely devastating indeed there. Attack, come on Wales. There's unfortunately Wales 2-0 down then as Rashford and Foden have scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Probably Foden should have started on Friday potentially, maybe. Soft tyres there for Cyrus Mushroom as Sick as Muck is gone on to the medium tyres, so both drivers does not have to stop again. However, I feel that both of them will probably be visiting the pits before the end of tonight is through, because I'll be impressed if both of them get to the end of the race from there, especially Cyrus Mushroom on those softer tyres there. Just watching, hang on. Much better. I really itchy ear, man. You can see there's a Marski's mic down there, so that's probably because the cat's not going to be too happy about that. He's down in 60th position there. So Cyrus Mushroom now is going to see what he can do and light up the track then with those softer tyres then at this stage of the proceedings. And so we're on lap 3 out of 32 here, and I think I've been predicting confidently that we're going to have a lot of wet races here this week in Imola. While we've had no wet races, we've had a sprinkle of the wet stuff in the vintages. Dropped down to position. We had a sprinkle of the wet stuff in the sprint race, which unfortunately Ayrton didn't really like, did he? It's great to see Ayrton back in the car, by the way. It's great to see some of the older drivers that return to ALR. I absolutely love it. And yes, Ayrton did a really good start to the sprint race, but unfortunately he was in the barrier after a couple of corners. So at least TK and Carbride did make it further than Ayrton, and of course Ayrton probably hates me now, but there we go. That's what I live for. I love a bit of banter. William then is now going away then, and he's going to lead us on our way here then. So Nude Potato. So he has got his teammate behind him now. He has got Nude Potato, and Jinner is right on his gearbox as well. And they're just coming up to the Kaz, drop right down to the back of the field. Not sure what's happening there, but Green here. And Jinner's had the perfect start, and he is leapfrog Nude Potato, but Nude Potato's trying to come back on him. This is so, oh my goodness me, it's so narrow here, isn't it, as he goes back up into the first chicane. And that is, goodness me, that was, there's damage to the AlphaTauri. And who is that? That's a Red Bull off. And who is that? That's Brooksy off in the wall as well. So that's the whole of the front wing. We've also got an AlphaTauri and Marsky off as well. Absolute chaos here. And Dr. Troops is off. Dr. Troops lost out now, but Billet's up into a fantastic fourth. Those soft tires are lined up the field. Yellow flags in the background there as Vintage is down into 10th for this number. You might bring up and stuff as well. Billet is coming through the field like a hot knife through butter. Brooksy is dropping down the order, but he's just letting everyone through because he's lost the wing now. So good sportsmanship there for Brooksy. I would not do the same, but that is why I'm not allowed on the track anymore. You mad, Brooke? Oh my goodness me, he's had a great lunge there, and he is now up into 8th position. He got so much traction there. Wow. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed there, and he's absolutely not, and he's not the momentum as well then. Of course, you could just mute people through the race director. Kat said, yeah, so if you have got a problem with the microphone of Marsky, just mute him through the race director then. I didn't know that, to be honest. Every day's a learning day. Every day's a school day, isn't it? William Need said by 5/10 to second now from New Potato. No DRS just yet at the end of this lap. Jinner in third position now with Billet now in a superb fourth all over the back of Jinner. 5th position, Dr. Trooper said we've got Cyber Fox and Bob in 6th and 7th position. New Man Pro up into 8th position now. He is flying through the field like a hot knife through butter. Probably a bit of anger as well that he was on the front row in the sprint. And Collins out of the race then. And I think is that oh dear. And that is not good. If that's a pit and quit there for Collins, unfortunately. There's still so much to do, and there's so much to going on in this race. I feel that pitting and quitting so early is just I feel that that's disappointing to say least, but Dr. Troops now in 4th position, or is he? Because they're going wheel to wheel. Cyber Fox has dropped down the order. He's dropped down the order quite. Oh, he's off the circuit there, and he's coming back on now. But that is a huge blow there. We've got more yellow flags out there as well. Dr. Troopers couldn't get by Billet, and Billet is struggling as those soft tires finished already. Potentially, both Alpha Males out of the race. Unfortunately, Cyber Fox had a superb race, and not anymore then. And just going down into the first of the 2 Ravazzas here. We'll go on to the second Ravazza. Brooksy out of the race as well at the exit of the Villeneuve chicane. A New Potatoes at the fast half of the race, and action galore. Safety car is coming out, and Breathe My word, action galore to say the least. And look at this then. So this is going to be interesting. So they get an extra lap. And got to be careful here because that safety car has taken out a few drivers. Kaz has got a 5-second penalty for Steven in the pit lane now. Billet, this is a good opportunity now for Billet to probably crank on the hard tyres, isn't it? There, maybe at this stage 4 retirements after 6 laps here in this race. There, TK, Carbrine, Collins, and Brooksy all out of this race. Then, unfortunately. At the moment, so we've got Kaz who will have to. I'm wondering if he's. I wonder if he's trying to satisfy the rules here. So Kaz he's got a 5-second penalty. So if he comes in again, he can serve that 5-second penalty under the safety car, and away he goes then. TK just apologising. Don't worry about that. To be honest, of course, if you keep it harmonious, it's all fine and dandy. Of course, we do understand it. Yes, you drivers do get you do get a bit agitated. If you don't get agitated, then of course, obviously, you know, well, then of course, you don't want to lose much, do you? That's what I'm trying to say in my own ways and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I do understand your frustration, especially as I said. Then it's a sprint event. You go through short qualifying, then you do 11 laps of race, and then you go for the Grand Prix itself, and you're out after the first lap. But of course, just stick your footage in. Both you guys stick your footage in, and the steward, which is Smithy Almighty, will then decide what's going on then. So. Of course, I've now thrown Smith Almighty under the bus, so if you disagree with that, he's your man. That's what I like. I like the fact I'm not a steward. I'm awful at it. I would, to be honest, though, I'd be like football. Play on. Even if someone's like broke their foot or something. Vintage coming on the pit lane now, but Sarah Fox is going to be in front of him here. Kaz there, who is elected to stay out at the moment, so we've got safety car. No one is elected to come in yet. I thought that the 2 soft burners, Sarah Smasher and Billet, might come in there potentially. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Just tell you that Brooksy, mate, don't crash once in the sprint, and now I crash. I don't mean to laugh, Brooksy. I'm so fortunate, to be honest, because you had a great sprint race. So if that 3-second penalty, if you didn't get that 3-second penalty, you would have started 8th and then got a point there. So it was really good stuff indeed. USA has scored though, Sean. Very good stuff indeed. I thought they scored earlier on. Is it still 1-0? My phone still thinks it's 1-0 to it's 0-0 to England and Wales. So I'm thinking I'm about an hour behind everyone else at the moment, which is nothing unusual. But there we go. Of course, Carl Bryan is I think not a very happy champion about what's happening. Although TK, of course, also a bit disappointed as well. But as I mentioned, then if you aren't disappointed being knocked out of the Grand Prix in the opening couple of laps, then I'll be a bit disappointed personally. So yes, we do understand. Don't worry about that. Yes, I've flown off the handle a few times. Goodness me. But that's why I'm ginger age, all that kind of stuff. And yes, so it's great to see. It's great to see the passion, I think. And the admins probably disagree, but then again, I don't have to deal with it. That's what I say. Right, Bert Mylander is out at the moment. Of course, there's a great opportunity there to give you a quick plug about what's happening tomorrow night in the 100% league. And you're going to be very happy with me because I have actually researched it this time. We got the Singapore Grand Prix tomorrow night. I hope that is anyway. Otherwise, I'm going to be really red-faced, more red-faced than usual. Singapore tomorrow night at 61 laps. So I would say that race tomorrow night, the 100% league, is going to be nudging on 2 hours long then. And I think that we're going to have safety cars as well. The 100% league has been fantastic, hasn't it? Better you than me, because I struggle to keep concentration just for the 45-minute races, the half races. Look at Vince's eyes there. He is very much primed and ready to go, isn't he, there with the safety car, hopefully coming in this lap. Yeah, so 2 hours of action then for ALR tomorrow night then. Goodness gracious me then. I hope you all got your caffeine ready for tomorrow night, because that is going to be a long owed endurance race indeed. I call it like the closest we got to endurance in ALR. It certainly is going to be in Singapore tomorrow night. And then of course then as we go to Miami next week. I've got that Will Smith song stuck in my head of Miami. I'm looking forward to that. That's the first ever time I'm going to be commentating on Miami. Looking forward to that indeed. Then safety car in at the end of this lap. Then we still got more twists and turns than this one, haven't we? So there's me looking at the future. I need to look at the present, don't I? Which is quite up then as we going into of course Christmas season as well. We do have a break of the Christmas period for our Mochi, but I don't know when that is. Luckily, we'll tell you more about it as well. Then. But yeah, gosh, I can't believe it's Christmas already. So William, we're going to get us on our way out of the second performance. How's he going to play this? He's got the same life of tire behind him of New Potato. Kaz is in vintage. He's gone. He's gone. You know, and New Potato once again has been both me and New Potato have been caught up again, and now Jinner is once again wheel to wheel. Now Jinner is. I'm wondering if it's been team tactics here for the Alpine cars because oh goodness me, that was close, wasn't it? Wheel to wheel action. I wonder if it's team tactics out of the Alpines because that is twice. Now that Mercedes, Dynamo down is off the circuit. That's the Ferrari. Both Ferraris here in their backyard are facing the wrong way, and Billet's recovering, and Dynamo Dan's at the back of the field. That is a major problem for both Ferraris, and they're down at the back of the field. Now that is not what we was expecting there. New Potato is second, and Jinner, who's on the hard tires, in third. Do not spin there, Jinner. Goodness me, you mad bro, has gone from 20th on the grid to 5th in 9 laps then. Magnificent stuff indeed. Then Dynamo Dance had an issue down at Toza, and Sick as Muck has got a 3-second penalty down in 12th position as well. There's going to be a lot of very frustrated drivers out there. Cyber Fox has got past Scooby Stew, moved himself into 9th position there. Scooby Stew once again then showing that he is very much wise beyond his years, isn't he? He's very much like our Gandalf, isn't he? He just thinks about this and then uses the uses experience there to navigate his way through the carnage. William is has got the fastest half of the race so far. Both Ferraris at the back of the field. William leads. Second is at New Potato, and he's almost out of DRS range already here. Bob in 4th position now, 2.5 beyond Jinner. Bro, superb up to 5th position now. 6th position is Dr. Troops. Vintage has now got past Sick as Muck. He's on soft tires, Vintage, so he's on about he's going to go for sprint now as well. Marsky is going to go this way and that way, but Scooby Stew would not be deterred. But now he's going to go for it in the field of chicane now. Oh, goodness me. You are brave folk if you go for it in the field of chicane now. Six Smoke having a look on the outside of Toza. Of course, we had the issue on the opening lap between TK and Carbrine. Just flying up the hill as well. Then Sick as Muck in 13th position there. It is 3-0 to England now. So I am now 3 goals behind because my app still says it's 0-0. Maybe I got a rubbish app. Well, then even app, it's meant I've got notifications turned on for like foosball and stuff like that. So absolutely rubbish stuff indeed. I'm going to be having a word, I think. But yeah, Liam, yeah, saying it's coming home. It is indeed. That has, of course, absolutely dominated Wales. I did want to see Wales go through, Perch. I would like to have seen Wales and England go through. No disrespect to our American friends, but of course, you got to support the home nations, haven't you? As William's got another fast up. William is absolutely flying up there, but just as I say, New Potato puts me in my place, tells me to sit down and shut up because he is now flying as well, and he has set the fast up the race. Going into turn 1, this is going to be a cracking race indeed, isn't it? So lap 11 out of 32 here. That is, we've got the top 3 and now starting to really pull away at this stage of proceedings. So we're going to look back at the middle of the park then. Down about 9 seconds back at the moment, so both Ferraris at the back of the field. Billet is staying out. I've got to say, Billet very much looks after his tires quite nicely, doesn't he? Because I'm sure he did an extended stint in the opening race or two, didn't he, this season as well? And he's doing the same once again. Finish on look on the inside of Marsky, and that very much distracted Marsky there, didn't it? And I think that Vintage there, I don't think he was going to send it, was he? But he certainly distracted Marsky. Oh, contact! And who's that off? That's Sick as Muck having to take a phase of action there. And I think that oh, that's a McLaren and Scooby Stew off. Great drift in there. I give that 10 out of 10 for style points there. Unfortunately, though, he has lost momentum and he has dropped down into 13th position. But I got to say, that is action. Surely I'm going to ask Troy to tick-tock that up. Oh, my goodness me. Sick as Muck off the circuit there. And he comes back on as well. We don't rent that part of the circuit, my good man. And he is now having a look there into Ravazza. But Marsky, who's got the edge there as well. There's only one good overtaking place around here, isn't it? And of course that is into the first chicane. I would say I don't think there's anywhere else you could really overtake, but you mad bro is just underlining what we just mentioned there, and the top 4 in qualifying, and now going to be the top 4 in the race as well. You mad bro. I think that the drivers, Jinner, Nude, and William are going to be absolutely horrified to see you mad bro, because that is incredible. In 12 laps, he has gone from 20th to 4th. Magnificent stuff indeed from you, mad bro. Absolutely great stuff, and I think that they will be mad to see that one, to see you, mad bro, in 4th position. Outstanding play. And as we just serenely watch the 2 Papaya McLarens are going up the hill here in Imola. Of course, Imola's, it's great to have Imola back, and this is only the 2nd race here in ALR that we're having a race around Imola. Of course, we had it in season 7 as well. Technically, it's ALR's first race because we was under the banner of HDE last season. However, we're not going to go for. But that's just a matter of fact. That's just the little detail, the little finer points in life. Yeah, so this is the 2nd time we've raced around Imola and ALR. It is a brutal old race, you mad bro. My goodness me, this man is on an absolute mission. Look at that. He is now the fastest man on the circuit, and he is now putting pressure on Jinner. He's gone for the alternative strategy here. He's 2.2 seconds behind New Potato. New Potato is almost 2 seconds behind the race leader as well. And who's that? That's the McLaren. That's Dr. Troops who's off the circuit there, coming on the Tamburello chicane, and that is a shame now. And I was just going back to have a look at this battle between Marsky and Vintage. Vintage has done 5 laps on those soft tyres. Billet is now into the pits there and gone on to medium tyres there. I don't think the medium tyres are going to get to the end from there, so he's going to have to, I think he may go soft at the end of the race as well. Serious Mushroom's done 10 laps on those soft tyres, doing a great job to come back through the field after his issues in the sprint race. Serious Mushroom is done, but his soft tyres are also going to start to really cry out at the minute. I think the Serious Mushroom may be thinking about going on to the hard tyres sooner rather than later. Dr. Troops is out of the race there, and that is a safety car. Surely it is a safety car, and this is going to bring forward the pit stops here. Dr. Troops out of the race there, and I think it was the tyres were just the tyre temperature just through the roof, weren't they? The tyres were screaming hot, and this is what is Jinner going to do here? He has to come in the pits here. This is a painful experience for Jinner, and they're all coming into the pits then. And Jinner, I think that this is going to really hurt Jinner's strategy here. Into the pits now comes the Alpine cars, and look, Jinner is going to have to, not only that, then he's also going to go on some medium tyres. He's going to have to really extend this stint now. He's still got over half the Grand Prix to go. Scooby Stew's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Kaz is going to lead the San Marino Grand Prix, which is not the San Marino Grand Prix. William in 2nd position, Nude in 2nd, third. Umabro is now past Jinner because of that pit stop fracas. As Serious Mushroom's back on soft tyres now. I thought he would have gone medium here, but Serious Mushroom going for an attack strategy here. Oh my goodness me, and a Billet there, who possibly, if he waited a lap or two, if we waited a lap longer, he may have had a free pit stop here. And look at how much time he's lost then. He's lost a lot of time to his teammate here, as Dynamo Dan, is he going to get out in front then of his teammate, as Billet then, who's now going to race through. He has raced through here. Dynamo Dan, there he is in the background then. It's very unusual to see the 2 Ferraris struggle at the back in bronze, but that's what we're seeing at the moment there. But Dynamo Dan, of course, as we mentioned, he's a champion. He's a champion before then, and these difficult races there really show what you're made of. And these are the races there that's really help you. Well, in terms of your psyche, anyway. Kaz, the only driver not to come in the pits here, so this is going to really put the cat amongst the pigeons here. Kaz leads the way in that McLaren here. He has a penalty. He does not need. He's not going to have yellow. He's not going to have blue flags, I should say. And William there is going to have to try and get past him quickly. You mad bro is really very much in the heart of this race now. Jinner now has to pass the tar, but he is going to have to. Now somehow. He's going to now have to somehow He's going to have to somehow now get those medium tyres in the race. And Kaz is saying my teammates in the Aston Martin. So unless I'm not seeing what I'm seeing here then, because at the moment we've got Cyber Fox and Bob on in the Aston Martins. Unless we've got a third Aston Martin out there. Well, technically we do. We have the safety car out there, but I'm wondering what's going on there with cars. We'll find out in just a jiffy. Serious Mushroom back in the pits. I'm wondering if that was a strategical error there from the Haas team. Of course, Serious Mushroom has had a lot of words against the Haas team. And I think that there's going to be some more angry words as well coming this way if they have messed up the strategy here from Serious Mushroom in the pits now. And he is now on the hard tires in the race. And I think that there was a strategy mishap there from the Haas team, unfortunately, because Serious Mushroom has lost a huge amount of positions there. However, on the positive, he does not need to pit again. He just needs to stay out of trouble. 15 cars remain there. And we ain't even at half distance yet. There's a long, long way to go still in this one. And there is still a lot of action then up for grabs then. I love this shot here at Toza. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? That? And of course, this camera shot doesn't do that hill justice, does it? Look at that. I remember this. My favourite memory of that shot there, it just got out of Toza, is Kimi Räikkönen in 2001, where his steering wheel, very unusually, it just disconnected and he just went off. He just went straight off at the exit of Toza, well, just after Toza. It's very unusual, that was. It's one of the most unique crashes I've ever seen. I've always remembered that back in 2001. That was Kimi Räikkönen, only Kimi Räikkönen's 4th ever race there. I think that was, I think he only did 24 car races up until his first race in Australia in 2001. So I'm not really sure about this, because they got a new rule in F1 now, haven't they, where about... you had to be over a certain age there, but I think Kimi Räikkönen was very young indeed, wasn't it, when he first started racing? And of course, also about these super points as well, isn't it? Put me on the wrong tyres, Serious Russian saying we thought so, and that is a shame there for Serious Russian there, because we did mention that it did look a bit odd there. So unfortunately, Serious Russian was on the soft tyres. That was a very unusual concoction there, and he's going to be very unhappy with that. Kaz is going to be the leader of this safety car restart, and now we'll go. I think we're green, are we? Kaz then has gone, so Kaz there is not hanging around then, but I think that William there wants to get a move on here. We've got a Aston Martin Cyber Fox side by side, Cyber Fox and Hungry Styles. Look at that, William's already through, and Kaz is dropping down the order then, and he's down into 4th position here, as the two leaders already got past already. Kaz is on older medium tyres here, so he's going to struggle to fight here, and that's Umabro has now been stuck behind Kaz here, and this is going to really hurt him. And look at Jenner all over the back now of Umabro. He's going this way and that way, and remember the outside didn't work too well earlier on in the race, and it didn't work too well for Montoya or Schumacher Montoya, then Schumacher in 2004. Scooby Stew dropped down into 30th position. Umabro has lost out because Jenner is up into 4th position. Apologies, I've missed that completely, shocking, but he's now in 4th position. He needs to get past Kaz as quickly as possible here, because Jenner is on the softer tyres, on the medium tyres. He's going to be more racier at this stage of proceedings, but he has to be careful. Jenner does. Remember, in Australia, he was superb, wasn't he? He deserved more than what he got, and now he's all over well, he isn't all over the back of Kaz doing a very good job out there at the moment. Marsky very close to the back of Vintage, or Vintage is very close to the back of Marsky, actually, as good stuff indeed there, as they're fighting side by side down into the Ravazzas, and Marsky and Vintage have been glued to each other this one. Is Sigismund going to have a look? Not quite, then he's still in the left position one then, as William has set the pass out of the race, and Jenner's got past and moved himself up to a 4th position, and Kaz is dropping down, unfortunately, but I think Kaz is doing a very good fit. He's doing a very friendly thing here, and I don't think he's fighting too hard, is he? Kaz isn't. He's in his own race, and he's trying to get points from the McLaren team. Sigismund there, who got overtaken, I think, there, but Billet, and that McLaren of Kaz, and Hungry Styles had a look there, but Kaz is slamming the door shut on the Williams' toes here, and Vintage has got wide, and that is going to really entice then, and Donovan down up the inside, passes Sigismund, but up into 12th position there. Billet just in front as well, and good stuff there from the Ferrari team. They're making their way back through the field. This is what the Ferrari team want then. Goodness me. Of course, talking of Ferrari, Bonotto is unfortunately handling his resignation, hasn't he, from the Ferrari team. So interesting to see who's going to be at the helm of Ferrari next season. Fred Vasseur is one of the names in the mix, isn't he? I'm not sure about Fred Vasseur. Don't get me wrong, it's a superb job at the Alfa Romeo / Sauber team, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that Ferrari needs, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a fool on I'm just a ginger fool on my poof at the moment. Then. I do love me Booth. It came through myself. New Potato. No, New Potato. It was William, then New Potato, but then it was Jinner going for the fastest of the race. DR's now enabled that Jinner is going to really push here. Bob in 4th position as well. Remember, Bob did a great job in Division 6 as well. It's good to see some of those drivers driving bronze, isn't it? And Bob there, a very good driver indeed there. Kaz is in 6th position now, isn't it? So Kaz is now found his feet. Oh my word, Marsky passes Cyberfox, and who's out? That's Vintage off the circuit, and I didn't see if he had a helping hand or not, but he's down in 15th position now. Cyberfox in 9th position. Billet is now to his superb temper. That Williams of Hungry Stars up. Oh, contact, more contact here between Kaz and Hungry Stars. Good grief there. And Kaz there, goodness me, that was close. I thought they was going to go into the back. I thought the Hungry Stars going to go to the back of Kaz there. And Kaz, unfortunately, those medium tires have just not got the grip anymore. But he's having a look on the inside. That's going to be contact. That was contact there. Kaz has been forced off the road. Marsky is through and up into 7th position there. Kaz dropped down 2nd position. Donovan Dan has got past Cyberfox and moved himself up into 10th position. I'm going to look there, almost on the grass here and on the outside into the Ravazza there. But I think that Marsky's done the job here. Kaz just cannot fight on those tires at the moment. He's got a 3-second penalty, which is a very harsh 3-second penalty, isn't it? Goodness me. He's going to feel hard done by in those couple of corners. Here comes Billet now, and Donald has dropped almost a second back from his teammate here. However, they are on different strategies now, with Billet on the medium tyres and Donald on the hard tyres, and trying to fend off Cyberfox at the moment. Jinner now almost, he's not almost, he's actually half a second back now. And oh my goodness me! And going into the Villeneuve chicane, Kaz, and look at this, and Marsky's gone wide, and now up into 7th position goes Kaz, and very much fighting. Kaz is here, and goodness me, Kaz in a fighting mood tonight, is here. Now look at this, this is really condensed this battle here. Lap 19 of 32. Marsky would like to have got past the McLaren because they're losing time hand over fist now. Starr's doing a great job in 6th position. So Starr's not going to be too concerned, is he? Because he's almost now 3 seconds up the road here from this battle. Kaz does not have to make way though, because there is no blue flags for Kaz. He is elected to stay out, and it is his prerogative to fight, and he certainly is. But he's off the circuit there, and that is going to allow Marsky to get past here, and maybe even Billet as well. Billet is never shy of an overtaking. He's now up the inside. Is he going to go up? He's going to go for a move into Ravazza, and not quite then. Oh my word, then Kaz has been forced off wide. Then Diamond is the next driver behind the McLaren. Goodness me, I think Kaz is trying to get to a sensible window now. I think he's going to throw on the medium tyres again. Jinner is taking 2nd position, and he's got past. No, he hasn't, because New Potato's got back past. Yellow flag in 1. Jinner's off the circuit. Oh no, Jinner's off the circuit there, and I think that they've come too close, haven't they, between those two drivers. Marsky, oh my goodness me, I thought he wasn't a ghost there, and now we've got Jinner's now in the heart of this battle here between the two Ferraris, and he's on the outside into the Villeneuve chicane. Jinner, we didn't see what happened there to Jinner, unfortunately, and Jinner having a look then, but I'm wondering if New Potato and him then got too close, maybe. For him there, it's just having a serene Grand Prix out in front then, whereas Kaz has dropped right down to the back of this battle here. Oh, Jinner then contact and to Marsky here. Marsky is just trying to run his own race here, but goodness me, he's having a lot of argy-bargy with these drivers tonight then. My word, where's Marsky on the inside then, and Jinner's now got past the number 6 position. Jinner has the pace here, but the Ferrari of Billet, oh my goodness me, that's contact there. Jinner somehow keeps it up there, and the Billet there cutting the course there. Goodness gracious me, oh my word there. Action packed then in this battle here. Jinner now, I think Marsky gave him a slight tap then. Look at that Ferrari nose cone. Marcy's gone wide, and he's now in beach there. He's been very Marsky's look at that, and these curbs on these ground effect cars are so brutal. I think he got beached, Marsky did, and he's dropped all the way down in his left possession. Marsky has I wonder if that is frustration there from Marsky, because that was quite brutal. Umapro still in 3rd position above there, but it looks like that Umapro and Potato got a bit close as well. Billet now in 7th position, and he's got his teammate Donovan down at the moment. Marsky, I think, is going to be cutting a very frustrated figure unless there's something that's gone wrong there. But Marsky having his thing. Cat's gone to the soft tyres to the end of the Grand Prix. I must say, look at the Ferraris here. Then there's thick as muck then trying to get past as the two Ferraris are fighting here, and it's very much helping the Mercedes driver of thick as muck trying to get past here. Dynamite Dan, look at that car. Goodness me, it's been through the ref. Marsky back in the session. So I think there's a technical drama there from Marsky. He's 7 seconds back from this battling, I don't know what to call him really, the 5-ed sexplex. I'm not sure what it is these days. Or is it, I don't know, but Firefox got a 3-second penalty here. But Billet at the moment there is still in 7th position with Dono down in 8th and Sickers Muck in 9th position. Firefox in 10th, Serious Mushroom in 11th position there with Vintage in 12th. This battle has been absolutely fraught, hasn't it? Incredible stuff indeed. Williams now got the gap at the 4 seconds there. Nugent in 2nd position, Freddie Mabro, Bob in a superb 4th. And his cat is on the back of you, Mabro. Hungry Styles in a great 5th position moment there. Jenner in 6th position. 7th position is this battle between the two Ferraris of Billet and Dan. 8th position is Sickers Muck. 9th position is Sickers Muck. Cyberfox in the top 10. Serious Mushroom in 11th position. Bob's got a 3-second penalty. That is not good, is it? And now we've got the two Ferraris having a sniff and having a look at the inside. No dice at the moment. And the Mercedes on the outside as well as we go into Toza. No advances around that. Look at that shot. Magnificent. A Ferrari in Toza in Imola. That is perfect shot indeed. What is not perfect though, they're in 7th and 8th position at the moment. They're not helping each other, are they? As Fignal Medium starting to struggle on that car at the moment. And Hungry Stars at the moment there is my draw today, but I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him yet. I'm going to shut up now because Stars is doing a superb job in that Williams car. Mega stuff indeed there for Styles. But that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Ferrari is now still fighting away here. My golly gosh then. Marsky who's back in the session and he's catching on Scooby Stew. Scooby Stew is just about catching this incredible battle here between Billet at the moment, but Billet I think is going to be trying to go to the end of the race there, but I think Dynamo Dan will have the quicker Ferrari because of the hard tyres on it. And now let's see what he can do. Cyber Fox and Serious Mushroom now up into 10th position, and he will also get 9th as well at the moment because of the penalties around him. And so Serious Mushroom now up into 10th position, unlucky in the sprint race, but now in the Grand Prix itself he is up into 10th position. Good stuff indeed there for Serious Mushroom. Lovely jubbly indeed. Then Vintage also will be maybe hungry for some points as well here. Gap at the front itself, 4 seconds there. You Mabro is really struggled, hasn't it? Oh my goodness me, New Potato is still in 2nd at the moment. But wow, incredible stuff indeed. As they come over the hill once again, that Billet is causing all kinds of anarchy now. It's the Billet train, isn't it, behind him? Oh, and Ferraris are coming to blows there on the outside, and he passes Billet. He needed to do that, Dynamo Dan, because he was losing so much time. 9 laps to go. Can Dynamo Dan, and he's got Ginner in front of him on the medium tyres, which will not get, I don't think will get to the end, or they won't get to the end as competitive as the medium tyres there. Sickers Muck there, goodness me, he was off to Firenze, wasn't he there? Goodness me. Just on board now with the Mercedes of Sickers Muck then. Having a bit of a tough old race this one is when he started 4th on the grid. What a shame there for Sickers Muck. And now Dynamo Dan is just on his way then. So as we're coming through the grid actions then, Billet has got the slipstream there. He's also using a lot of ERS deployment here, but he's not going to have enough there to get past his teammate. Dynamo Dan, as we've got yellow flags in front of us, is Bob is off the circuit there, and there is Styles then. Styles down all over the back of Bob. He needs to be careful here. Kaz has got a 3-second penalty, but Bob is off the circuit when he was giving you Manpro some cause for concern. But now as Styles said he's just got to keep this going, and Styles has said I'm winning him on in the Williams there. I probably shouldn't, I shouldn't, because I'm meant to be not biased all up, but I do love it when I see drivers there getting rewarded for their efforts, and I think Star's doing a great job out there at the moment. But I'm not going to say anything more than is I know that I know about the problems I've caused drivers in the past. Sickers Muck having a look then on Billet. Billet doing a great job as well. No penalties at the moment there for Billet. Billet is making that Ferrari as wide as my waistline, isn't it? Goodness me, he is not letting anyone pass. It's very difficult to overtake on this circuit, isn't it? The best of times, but Billet defending absolutely beautifully well. Serious Mushrooms out of the DRS, or he's just out of the DRS. He needs to stay in that DRS then, so he can fend off from Cyberfox and Vintage just behind him. And Marsky is coming back at them as well after the technical issues earlier on then. But Marsky is now back in the session, and hopefully he can get some points here. Sick as Muck there, getting past and moving up into 8th position there. Down to 9th goes Billet. Remember, he had a horrific shunt there, and Cyberfox is around then into the Tamburello chicane, and he is dropped down into 14th position. Unfortunately, there is it's so tough this race is, isn't it? Serious Mushroom is now coming up to the back of Billet. Serious Mushroom then is probably been thinking about where to overtake this man, but at the moment then I think it's going to be easier said than done. I think to overtake Billet at this stage of proceedings. Lap 25 out of 36, and we're on 7 laps to go. Bob is limping, isn't he? Bob is really limping. Stars can just stay there, and he will get in front of Bob and get a 4th position, which would be his best result of his career in ALR. So he's also in the DRS range as well, but Jinner's coming at them, and Jinner has done 11 laps on the medium tyres. The medium tyres got to do another 6 laps or so. They'll be well over the Pirelli's recommend lap range around here. So Jinner is going to have to really babysit them. He put them on quite early on then when that safety car came out. Here is Stars, and as he is gaining on Bob, then he is definitely, look, Bob is struggling. Stars on the grass there, but he's through, passes the Aston Martin, and moves up into 4th position. Great manoeuvre. So Stars are on board with Bob. He's got no deployments, as you see on that steering wheel there, the Aston Martin. Bob is really out of the struggling there with the DRS there. Sorry, with the ERS, I should say. Now we've got Scooby Stew dropping down to 12th position, but Scooby Stew might be able to pick up a point or two. Serious Mushroom in 9th position at the moment. He is all over the back of Billet. Billet is losing. No, he is losing touch. I'm looking at the wrong delta there. Billet there still in touch with the Sick as Muck, and he needs to stay in touch with Sick as Muck if he wants that DRS to defend from Serious Mushroom. That is what he needs to be thinking about now. But Serious Mushroom is not all over the back of the Ferrari's gearbox. Dynamo Dan is catching this trio of cars. Whether he's going to have enough time towards the end remains to be seen. Bob then New Potato's down in 15th position. What's happened to New Potato? Oh my goodness me, and he's dropped down into 15th position. Unbeknownst to him, when did that happen? And he's down in 15th. I think he's still in 2nd position, you know. But he's left the session, and according to that, I think he's still 2nd at the moment. He is still 2nd, New Potato is, I think, but he has left the session. Williams got a 3-second penalty as well, and oh my golly gosh there, this is getting, oh my god, Billet's coming back out, Sick as Muck up on the outside, into the Tamburello, oh, Sick as Muck now, you've got to be careful of that wing there. Serious Mushroom's lost out quite heavily there. I'm not sure what's happened to Serious Mushroom, but he's still in 9th position, but he's well out of the DRS range now. But these guys at the moment are battling for 4th position. We'll see what's happening, because look, there's your Manfro. Look in front of us, it's New Potato. Has New Potato got an issue? Because he is still in 2nd. I do not believe at Tower, because he is still 2nd on the road. But as Kaz into the pits, and he's got a 5-second penalty. Up into 2nd position now goes your Manfro. So New Potato is still in 3rd at the moment. However, he needs to get back in the session pronto. Otherwise, he will drop down like a stone here. And Hungry Styles could be on course for a podium here, you know. Good grief, incredible performance here from Hungry Styles, with Bob not too far away. Bob does have a 3-second penalty as well. Jinner is now struggling on these medium tyres there, isn't he? He's going to struggle with performance now. Dynamo Dan, though, is coming at him as well. Dynamo Dan's had a great recovery drive as well here into Ravazza then for Sick as Muck. Kaz is now in 15th position, I should say. He's on soft tyres, then Kaz is going for that fast lap, I would say. Just watching that Sick as Muck is all over the back now of Billet then. These two have had an incredible Grand Prix, haven't they? We had a horrific shunt there with Smith Almighty Ayrton and Craig. Oh, Billet's off the circuit and he's gone onto the gravel, and Serious Mushroom then is going to line him up into the Villeneuve chicane here. He deploys, but I don't think he's got enough deployment, and Serious Mushroom has to back out there. Very wise there for Serious Serious Mushroom. This is 88th career consecutive start in ALR. Goodness gracious me, this man is now missing an ALR race, and he's in 9th position mode and showing his experience very much beyond his years there. Back here, back at the battle for the potential podium spots here, as we got New Potato, who is crawling around. Hopefully New Potato can get himself back in the session. Hungry Star's got a 3-second penalty that could cost him the podium here. Oh no! But he's 4th at the moment on the road because New Potato is currently 3rd. There is New Potato, so he's currently 3rd at the moment, so he's staying 3rd. The classification, I think, is a bit peak-tongue at the moment. Apparently he's lost a lap. He hasn't lost a lap. He is still 3rd. New Potato at the moment, but he will be falling down, or if you don't get back in the car, that will not count, I think. Anyway, I'll have to defer that to the stewards, of course. But Jinner could be on course then for a podium here, potentially. Or he's on course for at least 4th now, the 2 drivers in front of him, which has penalties. Dynamo Dan is coming out. No! Styles is in the wall! Oh my goodness me! And Styles! Oh no! What an absolute travesty that is. The man who has been absolutely incredible in this race is in the wall, and that is heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak for Styles. He has driven magnificently, and he did not deserve that. He did not deserve that at all. And he is just going to be... He's absolutely dejected, isn't he? He's been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location, but he is absolutely dejected there at Styles. And there's a drive-through penalty there for Vintage for speeding in the pit lane. For speeding under the VSC, but so it's a double whammy for Williams. But Styles, who drove a superb race out of the Grand Prix, and yeah, I'm absolutely devastated for Styles because he was magnificent today, absolutely magnificent. That is such a shame. Driver of the day, by the way, has just come out as well, which is Umad Bro, William and Jinner. I must say that it's I think it's going to be it's a tough call between William and Umad Bro, and what went on there. Bob has dropped down into 4th position. He's made contact with Jinner, and oh goodness me, Jinner just got back in front of him, and Bob there. I wonder if he just lost a downforce there and just went to the back. And Bob there, who's waited by the looks of things, he has waited, I think, for Jinner. So very good sportsmanship there for Bob. Sick as much in Billet now in 7th and 8th position at the moment. Of course, the battle for the final podium is still on there because at the moment New Potato is still not in this race. Still not in this race. You Mad Bro is 75% of the vote. You cannot argue with that because he's been supreme, hasn't he? You Mad Bro. William is in control of this race from start to finish as well, hasn't he? 2 drivers there very much at the top of their game, top of their performance. Dynamo Dan probably gets a shout as well, up in the 3rd position. Well, 4th at the moment then, because New Potato is still technically 3rd. No, Jinner. I think that's very good from Bob as well. Shout out to Bob there for letting it through. Those tires are screaming, and I think they're struggling. Billet doing a great job on those mediums, by the way. Billet, I've got to say, is our very own Jensen Button in terms of keeping those tires together, isn't he? Sorry, Perez, I should say. Really good 17, but Jinner's tires, I think that are almost done, aren't they? He was struggling to get on the power out of the Variante Alta, and that has really hurt him. And now here's Serious Mushroom, and Serious Mushroom, who has a shot here, potentially getting up to 7th. Well, he has quite a lot of with no penalties here. Serious Mushroom could be up to a potential 6, you know. Incredible stuff indeed. Maybe even 5th position, because look in the foreground. Is that Bob I see? It is Bob. Bob in the foreground as well. And Jinner, who is on very old medium tires. So Serious Mushroom, who's very much been driving very conservatively in this race, doing an absolutely superb job there. Absolutely great. Great drive indeed. Stars in the comments there. It was devastating for Stars, wasn't it? There, I slipped because I touched the inside curb. Stupid game. Stars saying it. Up to that point, Stars, you driven a magnificent race. Absolutely incredible stuff there from Stars there, and he did the overtakes when he needs to do the overtakes. He got past the conga line, didn't he? I was just putting in some incredible laps there, and it is absolutely devastating for Styles. Really is indeed. Then he was superb. Kaz has got past Vintage there as the penalty is now on the left-hand side. Tower Kaz has got a penalty, yellow flag. Something has gone awry here with Vintage and Kaz, I think it is there. So Kaz and Vintage, I think, have come to blows. At the moment, as William now is going for fastest up here, at the moment, though, there in the foreground is New Potato, but we'll have to see if he is still third or not. In the classification, he is not third, but he is on track. So we'll see how that one plays out. Bob all over the back now. Sick as Muck all over the back as well. Then we've got, in the moment, Serious Mushroom is not quick enough there. He could potentially get past a couple of cars here of Sick as Muck. And look at this, all over the back of each other. Yellow flag at the front of us. Jitters up there. Who's out? Bob is off the circuit. And then Bob is off the circuit. Sick as Muck there. And Ferrari's through. Serious Mushroom is just a contact between Bob and Mushroom there. And Mushroom there, I think he's just going to he's just going to stay in position there. And William out of the final turn. And William wins the San Marino Grand Prix. An incredible, emphatic performance there from William. Absolutely mega stuff indeed for William. Just back here, Ginner has got no pace at all now. Whereas Serious Mushroom is on course for some. Who's that? I think that was the other. That was another car, wasn't it? It was indeed that. And it's getting all chaos, isn't it? It's all chaotic all of a sudden there. And Sick as Muck there could potentially be up to fourth here. Incredible, and then You Mad Bro is second there. We think the third position is New Potato. Fourth is Dynamo Dan. Fifth position is Ginner. We got Sick as Muck, who is well, we're going to find out because Serious Mushroom jumps up in the fifth position. Billet 6 there. Sorry, I don't know who's where. I think it's Ginner fifth, Serious Mushroom 6th, Billet 7th, Bob 8th, Marsky 9th, Sick as Muck in 10th position there. That is, I think, what the end result is because New Potato lost a lap because he left the session. Whether he's still classified or not remains to be seen. We'll find out about that. You Mad Bro currently on for drive of the day. He's done supremely from last on the grid to complete his run up into second position today. Serious Russia, not a happy chappy there as he thought he was driving today. Dan will take that. Absolutely incredible. There are two others. There was a lot of drivers that probably deserved drive of the day. But it was absolutely superb, was the action-packed Styles deserved drive of the day, I feel. That mistake there has cost him. Serious Mushroom, what a drive. You Mad Bro, brilliant drive from 20th on the grid there after issues happened early on in the session. Dynamo Dan recovered after a very difficult mid-part of the race. William controlled the race from start to finish. We could name all the finishers drive of the day, couldn't we? It's been an absolute barnstorming of a race. And let's take a final look at the classification then from the race itself then. And William, who won this race emphatically, wasn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed. Pole position, fastest laps, and the race win. He'll take that. Second position is You Mad Bro from 20th on the grid to second today. We think third position is New Potato because he lagged out. Fourth position, Dynamo Dan with fifth Ginner, Serious Mushroom in 6th, Billet 7th, Bob 8th, Marsky 9th, and Sick as Muck in 10th position. Cyber Fox 11th, Scooby Stew in 12th position. 13th position is Vintage, and 14th is Kaz. Retirements was Dr. Troops, Brooksy, Collins, Carbrine, TK, and Hungry Stars all retired from it. It's incredible race. That was an absolute fact. I gotta say, we should race in them there all the time, shouldn't we? I love that race. Magnificent stuff indeed. Magnificent. And wow, what race that was. And whew, I feel I need to lie down after that. That was incredible stuff. Of course, we think that the query that I've got is whether New Potato is still on the podium as he lagged out and he lost the lap somewhere. I'm sure he did. But we'll soon find out about that. But it's going to be very interesting stuff indeed. Then, wow. Quick plug for tomorrow night. Well, if you want more action, well, you're at the right place because ALR will present the 100% League race tomorrow night in Singapore. 61 laps around there. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then it's going to be 2 hours of non-stop action. Really good stuff. And of course, for the League racing, then we'll be back in Miami in a week's time. Then as we go to America for one of our two races. It's not Italy has got two races this year. It's also America. America has as well, in the longest ever for a season in ALR history, a 24 race calendar. We've now got 19 races to go. Magnificent. Not a single warning for Serious Mushroom. It was absolutely outstanding stuff indeed. I don't think anyone's joined me tonight, so I think we're going to bid you adieu. See you, Knowles, will see you tomorrow night. I'll see you in Miami on Sunday. Goodbye.